In Dubai, you can make your underwater dreams come true by living in your own pad under the waves. You just have to be willing to pay millions for it. People have been fantasizing about living under the sea for generations. Everything from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to Sea Lab 2021 to even Aquaman all try to paint a picture about what undersea life might be like for humans. While it's true that many soldiers live in cramped submarines that patrol the oceans of the Earth, that really doesn't fit the fantasy. You don't really see many rappers buying their own luxury submarines and then giving house tours, though I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Drake was closing on one right now. There is one architectural marvel that fits this fantasy perfectly. That would be the legendary man-made island homes that have been flooding the internet. I'm talking about Seahorse houses. For the longest time, the luxury piece of real estate was to own your own island. Everyone from Leonardo DiCaprio to Jeff Bezos to Richard Branson all have their own slice of island living. Nowadays, though, man-made islands are all the rage. These multi-million-dollar Seahorse villas may make a billionaire or two rethink buying up an island resort. Basically, these are small homes that are set out upon the water. These fancy floating archipelagos look like thoroughly modern houseboats when looking from the surface. There's a lot more underneath the waves, though. While most of the home is above the sea, some of it is submerged beneath, though let's not give the best part away quite yet. Even if you forget that these homes are set out on the ocean, they would still be impressive places, even if they are somewhat small. Each one of them looks like the kind of home a celebrity might snatch up in Los Angeles. They are distinctly modern in their design, with interesting angles, stretched out sections, and as much open space as they can manage. Clearly they wanted to dive right into the whole futuristic underwater home vibe. I would say mission accomplished. So why don't we take a closer look at these homes section by section. Each one is divided into three parts. First, we have the upper level. This is known as the deck level. This is the smallest of the three. It looks like its primary function is for sightseeing. Even the promotional material features a man standing out there bird watching with a pair of binoculars. It also looks to have a hot tub if there wasn't enough water already. The uppermost deck also features a small kitchenette, a small minibar, and a skylight to take in the night sky. Even the glass keeping you from tumbling out into the water looks fancy. The upper two levels are framed in lightweight aluminum. This serves to grant you a different image entirely. From the back, these homes really don't look like modern architectural marvels. In fact, they are designed specifically to resemble luxury yachts, which use the same lightweight aluminum in the same flawless white color. As cool as the deck level looks, it really doesn't seem like the place you'll be spending most of your time. The second level is the one designated to take up the most time. If you take the stairs down from the deck level to the sea level, you'll see where the place really becomes a home. Inside, the place has all the comforts you would expect. It has a kitchen and a small dining area arranged in an open floor plan. Again, even if you forget the unbeatable location out at sea, it's a lovely space. There are hardwood floors, luxurious couches, and as much natural light as you could possibly want, not to mention the most captivating view money could buy. From the promotional material, it's clear what about the second level is supposed to draw the eye. The deck area is absolutely beautiful. It has plenty of spaces for sunbathing. Most notably, one end of the deck is raised. This provides a perfect spot to put your head while you soak in the sun. Though personally, there's only one thing I can think of looking at this deck: how much I want to take a running start and dive off the edge into that pristine blue water. Of course, once I broke underneath the waves, I'd get a look at the best reason to buy the place: the final level. The main event for a place like this is the underwater level. Unlike the other two that are framed in lightweight aluminum, this one is held together with sturdier stuff. It is framed in marine-grade concrete. This shell covers what might be the nicest bedroom this channel has ever seen. An enormous bed sits in the center of a room resembling white marble. Across from the bed are a pair of enormous white curtains that give the room a theatrical style. Once you pull them aside, you see what all the fuss is about. Before your bed lies the kind of view most people just dream about. You get to look out and behold the wonders awaiting under the sea. They don't leave anything up to chance either. There's no looking out at the ocean to see a great blue nothing in this home. That's because each one features its own man-made coral reef built to house clownfish, blue angelfish, and pink anemones. It's basically your own private Finding Nemo every day. I can't imagine a better way to wake up. Can you? So how much does this one-of-a-kind home run you? Well, just looking at it as a basic home, it sits at 4,000 square feet with 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms. Normally for a home like that, you wouldn't see an outrageous price tag. I mean, it doesn't even have a private movie theater or a tennis court. Well, the out-to-sea nature of this place hikes up the price significantly. Each of them goes for a stunning $2.9 million. If all of this sounds horribly dangerous, don't worry, they won't float away. Each of these homes is taken into the water by a massive crane. Then when it is placed into the designated spot, they take great pains to make sure it stays in place. The homes are then all anchored to the sea floor. That's very important, not just to keep your buyers from floating out to sea, but because of the nature of the contracts you have to fill out to snag one of these places. Because it's not just the home you're buying at all. Let's take a step back and look at exactly what this project is in the first place. I mean, who exactly builds a neighborhood right on the ocean? Well, these floating houses are only a small part of the greater plan for man-made islands in the Persian Gulf, so purchasing one of these places doesn't just get you a home, but a plot of land as well. This is known as an island plot by the Dubai Land Department. There have been several phases of bringing island homes out there. Phase 1 saw 78 homes set out. The goal is to have as many as 131 villas. Then there are plans to aggressively build well into the future. But why exactly would you want to own a piece of land there when there isn't anything around but big blue ocean in all directions? Well, that's not part of the plan at all. Like I said, all of this is only one part of a much bigger plan. That is, of course, the legendary World Islands project. It consists of several man-made islands that were designed to look like the world map. This one-of-a-kind project is set in the Persian Gulf, more specifically right off the coast of Dubai. Only a city with the notorious style and love of extravagance like that could serve as the base for such a grand idea. So how much does an insane project like this cost? Well, it's been reported to cost a staggering $13 billion. The only problem is that things haven't gone quite like they hoped they would. The entire idea was conceived by the ruler of Dubai. The construction was done by 2 Dutch companies which specialize in this sort of thing. They also worked on the Palm Islands. Construction began on the 300 Islands in 2003. Of course, things became understandably troubled. The financial crisis in 2007 and 2008 brought everything to a grinding halt. As of July of 2012, only Lebanon Island had been developed for commercial use. Even this was relegated to private corporate events and parties. For most of its time, these islands have basically been the fire festival of man-made island paradises. Big promises with very little follow-through. Of course, it's really hard to keep a dream like this down. January of 2014 saw the start of the ambitious Heart of Europe development. This was supposed to represent the greatest aspects of Europe, and they were willing to spend $5 billion to see it done. Work is rapidly underway with a massive luxury resort already in the works. Each island locale is more gorgeous than the last. It's even started attracting high-profile celebrities. For the island representing the United Kingdoms, take a guess as to which billionaire had to snatch it up. Of course, it was Richard Branson. It's rumored that he spent up to $50 million on the place. He even took a victory shot of himself with a Union Jack suit on and everything. Branson's never been a subtle guy. There are several other invitations supposedly out to high-profile buyers. The sales pitch is apparently that you could own the world. It was rumored that even Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were in talks to nab up the Ethiopian islands. Somehow, I don't see that going down now. So it's possible that this disaster, once thought of as India's most embarrassing mistake, could actually work out. It was rumored that the government's investment arm in charge of the project, Dubai World, had racked up an ocean-sized debt of $60 billion. That might not be their biggest problem, though. It's been reported that the islands may actually be slowly sinking into the ocean. Though if anyone could figure out how to stop that process, I think that would be the city of Dubai. They've certainly worked hard enough on it already. Once development really does pick up, it's possible that the Seahorse homes may look shabby compared to the waterside properties they are liable to build. I mean, look no further than the Marassi water homes. These all feature the same modern style as the Seahorse places, with more space and more amenities like pools, state-of-the-art kitchens, and actual civilization that isn't a boat ride away. Not only that, but Seahorse houses seem more like vacation spots. These homes actually feel like places you would want to live. That has a lot more value than just living out on the ocean. If they want to attract big business and even bigger billionaires, I think all of us here know that you gotta build big houses. I'm sure these $3.2 million homes will be taking over the world islands soon enough. You know, assuming that it doesn't all sink into the ocean first. So these homes are only like $3 million each. Anyone want to go in on one with me? I can supply about $20.